All right. Time now for This Week in Auto History, and Konrad has that.
In 1920, the first Lincoln automobile was built. Henry Leland, who founded Lincoln Motor Company in 1917 to produce Liberty V-12 aircraft for the U.S. involvement in World War I. He got a $10 million government contract to produce those engines, and he went on and started Lincoln Motor Company. You got to remember, Henry Leland was also the one who founded Cadillac in 1903 as he left Ford and took a floundering version of Ford and built it into Cadillac brand.
And didn't go on strike.
In 1959, the Valiant was...
I like that car. That is me. It's you. It's me, baby.
Cool car.
Yeah.
Tub it out.
Thank you, Mr. Peabody.
I'd tub it out and put a Hemi in it.
Sherman.
It was the entry level into the compact car market that was at the time dominated by the VW Beetle.
It's even my color.
And the original project name for that was the Falcon, but Ford beat Chrysler to the name by releasing the Falcon in 1959, ahead of them giving
that car is ugly.
That car is ugly, and actually, it didn't get the name Valiant until 1961.
It's a valiant idea.
Yeah, and it, the car was kind of the end of an era with the tail fins and the quad headlights and stuff.
They kind of went overboard on the fins.
It ended the era before they built it.
I like it.
In 1970, more than 50 years after his passing, Jimi Hendrix remains one of the most influential rock and roll musicians to have ever shredded a guitar.
Star Spangled Banner.
He purchased a Chevrolet Corvette as soon as his musical talents began to pay off. The story goes that he ordered the Corvette, the International Blue Corvette, from a Cleveland dealership in 1968. And when he took delivery of it, he didn't even have a driver's license. And that car, to this day, is still unaccounted for. So somewhere,
they don't know where it is.
Somewhere, somebody has a blue Corvette in their garage that used to be Jimi Hendrix Corvette. In 1979, Lee Iacocca, who was the elected as chairman of Chrysler. Lee's career began at Ford Motor Company and would lead him to the top of Chrysler. As vice president of Ford, he led Ford through what I call the pony car era. They had the Mustang, they had the Bronco, they had the Maverick, they had the Pinto. So Lee Iacocca, and then he's gone on to hosting the rebuild of the Statue of Liberty. In 2006, skip this next picture too. In 2006, the 2006 Ford GT production ends. The Ford GT was originally a concept car shown by Ford in 2002, and in 2004, when it began production, that was one of the quickest concept to production cars ever out there, and has proven to be one of the best investment cars to make in the 2000s.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's it.